gotta be out of your mind if you think if I found the man of my dreams and he was everything that I wanted and he treated me the way I wanted to be treated and he wanted to go 50-50. If you think that I would simply turn that down because there's women on TikTok who say that it's not a good idea, the same women on TikTok who begging for dates, the same women on TikTok who be in comment sections begging for cash apps, you telling me you talking about not being willing to accept 50-50, but you're begging for money on social media. You're begging for men on dating apps to take you on dates. You're not in a position to bargain 50-50 or 100 because it ain't even on the table. Nobody's offering you 100. Nobody's offering it to you, right? I know y'all love a good hypothetical because y'all gonna run it into the ground online. But what happens when you log off is the real story. And the real story is you don't have a bunch of men lined up to want to date you, be with you, let alone pay all your bills, right? That's the true reality of what you're dealing with in real life. So if I found what I wanted and that man simply just wanted to go half and half, I sure will. Half sound better than 100. I'm doing 100 right now by myself.
Notice how many of these sprinkle content creators who are supposedly living high life are really looking for men to pay their bills. It's not that these women are rich, grew up with wealth, have a trust fund, or are sitting on stacks of cash. Now, it's that these women are broke and are looking for someone else to fit the bills that they don't want to have to pay themselves.
A lot of y'all are just females who try to use this soft era as an excuse for y'all to be lazy. Understand what I'm saying? As a woman that is able and capable of working, you should work and make yourself some type of income so that you could always have some type of control over your life. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of y'all do not want to pay bills because y'all want to be a princess. Y'all want to be in a soft era. Y'all do not want to pay bills because y'all don't want the responsibility of having to pay bills. You want somebody paying all your bills because you are a lazy. Like, just keep it 1,000.
Now, more and more Black women are starting to speak out against the insane and unrealistic luxury dating standards that we see being blasted all over social media. Now, I'm not sure if reality is starting to kick in or if this trend of women accepting 50-50 has been around for quite some time. What we do know is that the economy is forcing people to make changes. Post-COVID, some have never fully recovered, and we know homelessness skyrocketed last year alone, and single mother households are some of the most susceptible to homelessness. But no matter what's causing these trends, the reality is there are Black women out there who live in reality and are willing to work together with their man to make things work.
Is that another woman law? We don't do 50-50 because I don't mind doing 50-50. If my man not in a position to where he can pay all the bills, guess what? Guess what, sweetheart? Honey is gonna help her man because me. And I'm not about to sit here and let my man struggle trying to pay all the bills because I don't want to. If I'm in a position to where I can help my man, I'm gonna help my man. Man, I'm not about to watch him struggle. I don't see what's wrong with that. I guess that's another woman law that we not supposed to do that type of thing, but unless my man coming in, he like, babe, I got this. I don't need you to pay nothing. I just want you to look pretty, do how you do, make sure you take care of me when it's time to take care of me, take care of the house, whatever. Then that's a different story. I'm not about to be worried about doing no 50-50. But if my man not in that position, and I know for a fact my man is not in that type of position to pay all the bills, I'm not going to be expecting him to pay all the bills. And no, I don't mind going 50-50.
Now, I understand some of you guys are going to call cap and you're going to say, these women don't really care about us. All they want is our money. And they suddenly figured out that they can't do it by themselves. Some of y'all have got your passports. Some of y'all have given up on Western women, are just going abroad. I get it. But there's still a good portion of Black men in America who are looking for women to work with. Now, if you are in the United States of America and below the age of 50 and Black, chances are both people are going to have to work the majority of the time to have a decent lifestyle. But here's something that often doesn't come up in these conversations about going 50-50. That isn't really that crazy a concept or a big deal. It really should be 100-100. It's really only the upper middle class, and now that the middle class is dwindling, the upper class who are able to afford that kind of lifestyle comfortably. Now, I do know that there are stay-at-home moms who live on a budget, but if you're talking the luxury housewife lifestyle, again, that is an upper class woman's fantasy. Most Americans who want that kind of setup have to work to get there. Truthfully, if you really love someone, you should have no problem working together to reach that greater goal. This content creator explains perfectly the value of working together and supporting one another, and how couples who do that end up winning in the long run.
Young lady, you don't have to go 50-50 with your man, but do you understand the meaning of teamwork? Do you understand if both of you are making the same amount of money and both of you are living paycheck to paycheck, and neither one of you can afford to have that place and pay all the bills by yourself? You both have car note and you got a kid together, so you both have childcare that you share. If you're a team, you do what's best for the team, for the family, for the good of all, not just you. You see, just because my man pays just about every bill now does not mean it was always that way. There was a time when we were in your shoe and 50-50 was the smart thing to do. And even though it was more 60-40, him 60, me 40, it was still the smart thing to do for us. Teamwork. We were building together. We were supporting each other's goals and dreams so we both can make more money. And even when he got laid off, we found a way because I was determined to have his back like I would expect him to have mine had I got laid off. And that's exactly what happened. I had his back until he found another job, which was in a couple of months, and he had mine when I went back to school, graduated and had a better job, which caused both of our incomes to rise. And that was in the first 3 years of our relationship. We've been together 24 years now. Our family has reaped the benefits of our teamwork. Our daughter and our grandson have watched us and our parents in action, and they know how to work as a team as a result of it. We rise as a team, baby. We will.
If both are willing to work together, then it's a lot easier to achieve financial goals and ultimately a lifestyle that's going to be in alignment with what both parties want and need. Putting a financial requirement in 2025 with today's economy, to me, just seems completely ridiculous when you have two people who are willing to work together and build something that works. That's how people have done it for the majority of history, and that shouldn't change now just because TikTok or social media is painting a picture or a narrative that's based upon fantasy. No, you get a lot farther with teamwork. And I understand why women are willing to pay 100%, but 50-50 is somehow an insult. That's silly to me. But anyways, y'all, what do y'all think? Do you agree or do you disagree? Let me know down in the comment section. What do y'all think about this whole 50-50 thing? Is it tired? Are you still more traditional? Do you feel like the man has to pay 100% bills today and the woman shouldn't lift a finger? I mean, what are your thoughts on this whole thing? Let me know down in the comment section. Thank you so much for listening, and be sure to check me out on Patreon or the YouTube membership. And we'll talk later. Okay, bye.